Okay, so a few things that you're going to want to do is, one, change the scale. So actually this is set at 1/8 of an inch equals a foot. So find that scale on here and set it right here. So you'll notice that the text size changes quite a bit, as do some of these line types. Alright, and then you're going to want to dimension your building. So I would pull these dimensions out for all the setbacks and the dimensions of the building limit line and make these look nice on your drawing so that everything is aligned. So if you can do this. The other thing that you might want to do is if you double click on the dimension, you can add information to it. No, it's not line. There we go. Sorry, on the dimension itself. But in the text field below, you could write setback and then say OK, and then that way that indicates that that's a 10-foot setback, and you could do that over here for the 15-foot setback. But see, I have the overall dimension of the property line and the dimension of the building limit line. This one's up a little bit too high, the spacing, that's probably about appropriate, and then you just do that all the way around the building. So you come across, pull this out, and try to make sure the distance is similar on each side, and then do the same thing where you write, if it does that, just don't check it, leader right there. You can also hit undo, put that back. Okay, double click on that. Now it's giving me problems. There we go. Trying to go too fast and type setback again. And then say OK, and just do that for all of the setbacks. The other thing that I noticed that your building limit line is not the right size, so it's supposed to be 100 by 85 feet, which means that you probably need to reduce some sizes down in your building. And it actually looks like maybe these rooms could be reduced down slightly, and possibly the activities room, which would then give you 100 feet. And then to modify the building limit line, you could just type in 100 feet and move that. Yeah, see, it goes way over. So you're going to need to figure that out, and then you'll have to, of course, modify your property line as well. And you can just do that by editing the sketch and moving this in so that it's at 15 feet, hitting the green check mark. Okay. Other things that you should do are show, this is topography right now, which is fine, but you need to show the 60-inch dimensions along the sidewalk. So each one of these is spaced at 60 inches. You can draw a line from here to here. Just dimension it. It's not going to let me do it because it's a... You're going to have to put one at the end. It's not quite letting me do what I want because it's a topography and it's not reading it the same. So here, I'll do it this way actually. I'll take this, do offset 60 inches, and then offset that 60 inches. You can also do an array so you don't have to keep clicking like this. But each one of these has to be shown on the sidewalk, and that's to indicate the sidewalk dimensions and the spacing. Okay, so show that 60 inches all the way across. You don't actually have to draw this as topography. I appreciate that you did. You can leave it that way, but do add the joints in there all the way along. The sidewalk, that means also you're probably going to have to edit this boundary and move this over slightly. Just check to also make sure that this is 60 inches in itself. Yep. Okay, so if you edit that boundary, you should be able to just move these over so that your sidewalk is even. The building, you may have to adjust the tree location. Make sure that you dimension the sidewalk as well. So this should be 5 foot, should be shown, and then you want to label this as sidewalk, label all of the streets, label the setbacks, and then place this whole thing on a sheet.